Hello and welcome to Connect. I'm your host, Randy Shabilo. On today's show, we'll have Lisa Martens Bartel of the Farmers Table and Ron Morris with Lift Leadership. And as always, we'd like to connect with you.
Tweet us at Shaw TV Saskatoon. Find us on Facebook or email shawtvconnect@shaw.ca. You can also watch previous interviews on Shaw TV's YouTube channel at youtube.com/Shaw TV Saskatoon.
Food production has taken on many different challenges and opportunities in years past, and we find that the consumer is becoming more educated and wants some specific things. So I've invited Lisa Martens Bartel with the Farmers Table to come by and give us some background into what she does, their organization, and how food production is changing. So Lisa, thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about, let's start with the Farmers Table and then we can spread out into the members themselves. What is the Farmers Table?
The Farmers Table is a group of farmers that got together to help each other with marketing. We're all small-scale family farms in Saskatchewan, and we all wanted to sell direct to customers. And so we got together and we set up this website called The Farmers Table. You find it at thefarmerstable.ca. And it's kind of like a virtual farmers market. But instead of us sitting at a farmers market stall, customers can rather sit at their computer desk or on their phone and find us anywhere they are. We are a group of 10 farmers at the moment. There's always room for more. That are like-minded. We all approach farming from a environmental and sustainable way. And so we want to produce food that is healthy for the land, healthy for the animals, and healthy for our bodies as well as healthy for our community. Local economies is important to all of us on the Farmers Table. And so together, we have put together this virtual farmers market to bring our food
products to the marketplace there. When you look at what it is that you're offering the public, you have 10 members, you said. What do all 10 of you produce?
We try to get a full range, like any farmers market. So there's a bulk of livestock, and that's the original founding members were all connected through livestock. And so we have grass-finished beef, pastured pork, pastured chicken, lamb, and alpaca, as well as and free-range eggs. And we also have fruits and vegetables. So we have some farmers that grow potatoes and carrots and more of the storage vegetables kind of thing, as well as fruits. We have an orchard that is part of our group, and so there's all the jams and jellies and wine and delicious things that go along with that.
You had me at wine, I like that.
Exactly. As well as honey, and we also have some farmers that do grains. So there's like the flours and lentils and flax and those kinds of things.
So if I was interested in making a lentil soup, for example, I could go online and find something that might be suitable for that recipe, or something like that?
Yeah. So we try to flesh out just like other farmers markets, so that you can do your grocery shopping and get most of what you need. We like to think we're so far north that we can't eat local, but you can get a lot of what you need right here grown in Saskatchewan.
Are there hothouses or greenhouses that some of the members are looking towards, or that you might have access to if there's cucumbers or something for the winter time?
Currently, not right now. We are looking to flesh out that more. Yeah. So basically, we're just driven by farmers, and so any farmer that would like to join us and our meets kind of a similar kind of way that we farm, and our production procedures can be found on our website. So if that fits how a farmer would like to farm, we would definitely be able to fit more the merrier. We're all on this team to promote local eating.
I think the consumer is certainly wanting to be a little bit more specific in terms of where does it come from and how is it grown and things of that nature. Do you find that, not necessarily organic, but certainly with an eye towards environmentalism and conservation efforts that are made, do you find that coming into conversations, or do people, if I'm going to buy lentils here and I'm going to buy carrots at a different city or town, Do you find those kinds of comparisons from cities to towns a common thing when they order their food?
Absolutely. People want, part of buying at a farmer's market and through us is people like to know who their farmer is. They like that personal connection. And this, so 6 years ago, I was living downtown Winnipeg and was caring more and more about where my food was coming from and trying to source and find farmers to feed me. And it's difficult. It's a lot of time and effort to seek out every individual farmer. And so when we decided, you know what, we can be part of the solution and grow food as well, we moved out to Saskatchewan and started farming in this way. And I would have loved a website like this where I could go and find 10 different farmers and find all of the different things I'm looking for. So when people go on the website, they can pick and choose whatever they want, the quantities they want. They fill their shopping cart just like you would on Amazon or wherever. Yeah. And once a month, all of us farmers compile the orders together and bring it both. We go once a month to Saskatoon and once a month to Regina, and have a window, an hour window where people come and meet us and pick up their orders. So it's easy, it's convenient. You can go online throughout the month and add more things or adjust quantities and finalize it just before the actual delivery.
That has to be an advantage for the farmer themselves because they know they have an order coming, let's say February 15th or March 15th. I have this many pounds or this many bushels of product that I need to bring to the venue. In terms of paying for that, that's done online as well?
Yes and no. You can do e-transfers. Most of the payment is right now done at delivery. We're working on credit card payment hopefully by next month.
Right.
But, and it's very convenient for farmers as well because every farmer goes on and can adjust quantities as the things sell, as well as they get to set their own price. And so there's no grocery store telling the farmer what they need to charge at. And so each farmer can set what they think is a fair price for their food.
What happens when the farmer themselves has a shortage? Can they outsource and find their neighbors perhaps that could give them some wheat, lentils, bread, meat, that type of thing?
Not at this point, because right now, as a group, we visited every farm and we kind of know where they're at and how they produce. And if they were out to ask a neighbor, then we're not quite sure if they're meeting the same procedures that
so you have a set standard that you want everyone to follow, and then that sounds like it's giving the consumer a minimum standard at least to follow, and they know what they're buying. Where are most of the farmers located? Close to the two major cities, Saskatoon and Regina, or are they kind of spread out?
We're pretty sprawled. We started in Regina. We've been delivering into Regina longer, and so there's more of the farmers a little closer to Regina. But as long as farmers can work together to meet each other, and as long as someone gets all of the food to the Regina delivery, it then gets carried on to the Saskatoon one.
So are these large-scale commercial types of farmers, or are they kind of 10-acre, 80-acre parcels that you might see, kind of a cross-section?
All of us, this is our primary income source. So some of us are smaller, and some of us, almost all of us, can be found at some live farmers markets throughout the year. Yeah. And this is just another piece of that pie of how to find customers. There's more and more people that are searching for food that's local.
I think that's important that you touched on that, because not only is this a good venue for the consumer, but in terms of maybe people that are consumers that want to branch out if they're not retired or wanting to get into that business, and you're looking for farmers, what would they need to do, the farmers themselves that are interested in becoming a producer within the farmer's table? What would they need to do to you?
Well, first of all, I would send them to our website to take a look at, and when you'll go to our website, there's a buy and a sell. And so if you go to the sell, you will find the production standards, and if that and you would read through that to see which category you would fit under and what you were producing, and if that's the kind of farm that fits with the rest of us, sustainable and ecological, then we would be happy to have more.
Do that. Do you see the province kind of getting into more centers in terms of Prince Albert and North Battleford? If you had the crystal ball and you would ideally like to see the perfect world, would you see that spreading throughout the province so that both as people can access the farmer's table, that you could also be closer wherever you live? Is that something that you'd like to see?
I would absolutely like to see that. Our website, we based off of an actual website that was in Manitoba as well, and Manitoba just seems to have a little more momentum than Saskatchewan does, and they already have branched out a little farther, and so we keep watching them and think if they're doing it, we can do it too. Our population is spread out more than some provinces, and so it's logistically sometimes that gets difficult, but it's not just urban people that want to eat local.
That's kind of my point there.
Yeah.
Are you seeing, in terms of demographics, are there a lot of the younger generation, or is it kind of a broad-based interest in terms of food production? The consumers that you have, are they kind of spanning all generations, or what are you seeing?
They are, definitely. There's a broad range.
If people did want to find some food and do that, where would they go to get the information, and how would they get a hold of you?
We can be found at thefarmerstable.ca, and all of our pickup and delivery information is on there as well as contact information if you need to talk to me directly.
And they can get their arrangements for the pickup and deliveries and everything of that nature.
Absolutely. As long as you have an email address, you can sign up and be one of our customers.
That's perfect. Lisa, I want to thank you for both the effort of doing that and for making time to share that with us.
You're very welcome.
We'll be right back.